Did you know that a shocking 73% of women over 60 are unknowingly choosing colors that actually take away from their natural glow? I discovered this eye-opening fact through Barbara, a lively 65-year-old from Denver. She shared how one simple change in her wardrobe completely transformed her confidence. I used to feel invisible, she confides, until my daughter suggested I rethink my color choices. Within weeks of updating her wardrobe, Barbara began receiving compliments everywhere. Her friends couldn't believe that such a small change could make such a huge difference. Here's the thing. As we age, our skin naturally evolves, but many women are still wearing the colors that worked for them years ago. The right colors can brighten your complexion in an instant, while the wrong ones might be aging you secretly. Today, I'll reveal 5 colors you might want to reconsider and, more importantly, what to wear instead to bring out your natural, radiant glow. But first, I'd love to know, which city are you watching from? Drop it in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more style tips that honor your wisdom years. Let's start with the most surprising culprit that could be dulling your glow. Icy white. I see this often in my fashion consultations. Icy white is everywhere in stores, making it seem like a foolproof choice. But for women over 60, it's often the first color that needs a makeover. Take Sarah Johnson, for example. At 70, this elegant grandmother from Boston always swore by her crisp white shirts and pristine white sweaters. I thought white was classic, she told me. But every time I wore my favorite white blouse, my daughter would say I looked tired. What Sarah didn't realize was that pure, icy white can be unflattering as our skin tone changes with age. That stark contrast highlights every imperfection, casting harsh shadows and making fine lines more noticeable. For silver-haired ladies, it can even make your hair appear dull rather than dazzling. And if you're carrying a little extra weight, icy white can actually draw attention to areas you might prefer to downplay. But don't worry, you don't have to give up white entirely. The key is to choose warmer whites like soft ivory, creamy off-white, or pearl white. These shades create a gentle glow, instantly making you look healthier and more radiant. Sarah found that switching to a warm ivory blouse transformed her complexion. It was like finding the right light switch. She laughed. Suddenly, people were telling me how great I looked, not asking if I was feeling tired. When choosing white, look for fabrics with a touch of warmth. Natural fabrics like cotton, linen, and cashmere are perfect in off-white shades and offer comfort too. Next up, matte black. Let me introduce you to Patricia Miller, a lively 68-year-old retired teacher from Chicago who had been wearing black to feel polished and slim. But lately, she said, something wasn't quite right. My black outfits were making me look tired, not elegant. This is a common experience for women over 60. While black is often seen as slimming, matte black can actually emphasize shadows on your face, highlighting fine lines and making your complexion look dull. For women with fair skin or silver hair, the contrast can be too harsh. And for those with fuller figures, matte black can create a blocky appearance that hides your natural curves. But there's good news. You don't have to ditch black entirely. Patricia found that switching to softer alternatives like charcoal gray or navy blue made all the difference. The charcoal gray still gave me the slimming effect, but I looked younger and more vibrant, she exclaimed. To keep black in your wardrobe, try fabrics with a bit of sheen, like a silk blend or fine wool. These reflect light more naturally and prevent that washed-out look. For special occasions, black lace or a subtle pattern can add dimension and keep that elegant feel. Let's move on to pale yellow. You may love the cheerful look of pale yellow, but it could be secretly aging you. Linda Chen, a graceful 72-year-old grandmother from San Francisco, learned this the hard way. Yellow symbolizes prosperity and happiness in my culture, she said, but when I wore my pale yellow sweater to my granddaughter's graduation, I looked washed out. For many women over 60, pale yellow can blend too closely with your complexion, creating a dull and lifeless effect. If you have fair skin, it can accentuate uneven pigmentation, and for deeper skin tones, it can make your face look tired. But here's the exciting part. You don't have to give up yellow altogether. Linda switched to warmer, richer yellows like mustard and amber, and she felt radiant. Now, when I wear yellow, people compliment my complexion instead of asking if I'm feeling tired, she said. Rich mustard and warm amber tones create a stunning contrast, especially for those with silver hair. These shades add sophistication and vibrancy to your look. Now, let's talk about faded beige. Maria Rodriguez, a vibrant 75-year-old grandmother from Miami, used to wear beige thinking it was a safe, neutral choice. But her daughter pointed out that her neutral wardrobe was making her disappear. Faded beige often blends too closely with aging skin tones, creating what I call the disappearing effect. It can make your features look less defined and your skin tone appear dull, especially for those with silver hair. The good news? You can still rock neutrals. By switching to warmer shades like camel or rich sand tones, you can bring life to your complexion. Maria found that a camel-colored coat transformed her appearance, making her skin glow and complementing her silver hair beautifully. Warm neutrals are flattering for all skin tones, creating gentle contrast and enhancing your natural beauty. A warm camel coat or sand-colored blouse can work wonders. Finally, baby pink. Let me introduce you to Jane Smith, a dynamic 67-year-old businesswoman from Atlanta. Jane had always loved baby pink, but she realized it wasn't doing her any favors anymore. That soft pastel pink I'd been wearing just wasn't boosting my confidence, she shared. For women with deeper skin tones, baby pink can create an ashy effect that dulls the richness of your complexion. But Jane discovered the solution. Richer pinks, like coral or rose pink, worked wonders for her. When I tried on a coral pink dress, she beamed. I looked radiant. These more vibrant pinks bring out your natural warmth and vitality, especially for women with silver hair.